demonstrate how to pull up a loop so you don't have to do a back stitch on your sewing machine. So a lot of times we do the back stitch, it locks our stitch in nicely. But if we don't want to see it, because it's going to create a little thickness, so what we can do is after we sew, we can pull a loop to the back side of the fabric and then be able to hide that. So let's do that. Let me do a little sewing here and I'll show you what I mean by that. So here we go. Make sure that I'm in close enough here. Okay, so I didn't do any back stitching, as you saw, all the way up, and here it comes. Okay, so let me show what I did. So we have this, I put a stitch in here, and now I have these two tails which are sticking up here, and they're on the face of the good side of my fabric, and I want to hide them. So I'm going to flip this over, and it looks like this on the back. The one tail here and the other here, and this is not related, so let's pull this out. Okay, so we have the two tails, and what we want to do, we want to get rid of these tails that are on the other side. So let's flip it over like I said, flip it, and we're going to pull up on one of the tails, and you can see that it starts to pull, it starts to make a loop here. It's actually pulling the fabric from the other side. And what I do is I'll take a needle and just grab it, put it through the loop, make sure you can see that, put it through the loop here, and pull. And I'm going to stop to show exactly what I'm doing. So if I pull this, as I pull it, you can see that this is going to disappear. So let me do that from here. So I pull it now to the other side. And so now I can tie it back here, and I won't have any problems. I won't have to see it from the other side. Now let's do the other side. Again, we have this tail here. We want to get rid of that. So we're going to go to the back side and tug on it. It starts to pull up the other loop. Get our needle. And start to pull. Now I'm just going to stop again to show what I'm doing. So here's that tail we want to hide. And as I pull, it's going to the side where I can hide it. Let's just get that. There we go. Okay, so now that's on the other side. And so what do I do with this tail? Well, I tie a knot basically. Just going to tie it off. If you don't tie it off and pull on this thread, it's just going to come right out. So I'm going to separate the two and just tie a knot. So let's do that. Just separate these threads. Just like that. And just tie it. Now I'm doing this just with one hand, but at least I'm trying to do it with one hand. let me just do that again. So we separate the two tails and we just tie it. Let's do it this way. Okay, so just tie it off. And it'll be much easier if you're using two hands to do it. So I tied it one time, but I'm going to do that one more time. So just cross it over and go through the hole here, through the loop, and pull. Okay, and just tie it off. Okay, so once it's tied off, I'm going to just cut it here, and then that'll be hidden inside. So I'll just do the same to the other side, and that's it. So let's look at the other side. Now you can see there's no tails. So that's how you hide a stitch. Thanks for watching.